What's up guys, it's Meg and it's that time of the week again where we get to talk about the latest issue of the Walking Dead comics. Today we're talking about issue number 146. I'm so excited because this is the very first issue that I have ever purchased for myself, to keep for myself. I've never purchased a Walking Dead comic ever. I don't own any and I wish that I did. I wish that I had found the Walking Dead comics from the very beginning because that would be amazing to own all of them. But I finally found a spot near me where I can purchase them and I'm just gonna do it. I want them. I can start collecting from now, right? I mean, I feel like we're at a breaking point. We're at a breaking point. We're reaching our breaking point right now. So it's time to start buying them. I'm so excited. So for those of you who don't know, when I make these reaction and review episodes for the Walking Dead comics, basically what I do is I read it while on camera. I will include in this review any emotional outbursts or me freaking out or me being really upset or happy or whatever when I read it, so that you guys have my first-hand reaction to the very first time I've read it. Then I will give you a review on it. And I hope you like the video. So let me know. We're gonna start reading it right now. And this stupid camera right here, you guys right here, not right there, right here. Not you guys, this camera keeps cutting off. It just keeps turning off recording just randomly. So if you see me looking like right off to the side here, I'm really not looking at myself. I'm looking to see if it's actually still recording, so bear with me. I wish there was a way to like make sure it didn't do that, but there's not. So here we go. This is the first time I've ever read like a issue. So this is pretty awesome. This is great. All right, let's get started. We're gonna start reading it right now. You know what's upsetting about this is that the issue opens up and Rick, it appears, has already told everyone and we don't get to hear what he says, because these are just images of everyone crying, right? Yeah, everyone's hugging and crying and dealing with it. I kind of wish that we had been able to hear his explanation of what happened, but I guess we're not going to. And a memorial service. Oh, I have chills, you know, when I see this kind of stuff. The imagery, I'm going to show you this real fast, and you can pause it. I don't think I'm really supposed to show these pages on the internet here. I don't want to get a copyright notice, but images like this, they're just, because I'm so addicted to The Walking Dead and I'm so obsessed with The Walking Dead comics and just I love everything about these stories and everything that they do. When I see an image like this, I feel like I'm feeling the loss of, you know, what they're feeling. I feel like I feel how they're feeling. And to be able to convey in a comic book the emotion, you know, so strongly that the characters feel and we feel reading it is pretty awesome. And I'm actually feeling really emotional right now. I'm really sad. So we see Rick being very diplomatic about this. You know, I understand it because he is trying to control a huge community of people and make sure that nobody goes off half-cocked, you know, doing something that the entire community is going to regret. You know, one person's actions, one person going out there and messing with the Whisperers is just, could bring the Whisperers down on everyone. So he has to control it, but ugh. And Maggie is coming clean about Gregory. Ooh. Oh, Rick is freaking out. Oh. Uh-oh. Dante tried to... God, the stupid phone. Dante tried to stop Rick. Rick beats Dante with the cane, knocks him over. Jesus is holding him. Maggie's yelling at him. Oh, and he smacks her with the cane. Whether it was on, I think it was on accident. Was it on accident or was it not? Either way, Maggie's been hit in the mouth. And this is where we're gonna get the cover, right here. Oh, she is not taking that. Back the fuck off, hey. Oh, and she just punches him hard. Good, good. Maybe knock some sense into him. It was your son who went after Alpha. Damn right, none of this would have happened. Freaking Carl. Oh, and we're all friends again. Cool. Just got a little emotional there. That's all. We're all good now. Oh, good. Okay, I really like this conversation because Eugene is saying that basically, you know, he agrees with Rick and he doesn't want everyone to just rush off and attack the Whisperers because it's just, that's how they're going to get everyone killed, but that he wants to make sure that Rick is on the same page and that these people have to die. And Rick says, I promise you, we feel the same. This cannot go unpunished. Thank goodness. I was starting to question if Rick was going to do anything. I'm glad that Eugene came over. Jeez. Oh no, it's over already? We have her daughter. Oh, I can't believe it's over already. Okay, so that ends, but I think you're overlooking a massive advantage we have over them right now. Their leader, that woman, Alpha, we have her daughter. Whoa, there we go. Oh, what did you guys think of that issue? I have chills. I had chills the entire time I was reading that. Whew, okay, I'm gonna read that one more time and then I'm gonna get back to you on the review, right? All right guys, I'm back. I've read this issue one more time just to be sure I'm clear on what happened, and I'm ready to give my review on it. I'll admit, I wish that we could have heard Rick's speech to the group, how he explained everything that happened to everyone. This issue just jumps right into the morning and the aftermath of Rick telling everyone that all these people that were missing are dead, you know, and you can see everyone is just so incredibly sad. And I wish that we could have seen what he said, but I understand why they didn't include it. That kind of explanation would have taken quite a few pages in the issue, and dedicating an entire issue to Rick telling everyone what happened just doesn't make sense. I did, however, appreciate the fact that they gave us a few pages of everyone mourning in their own ways. And it was nice that they didn't do any, you know, there wasn't any speech or talking in the first few pages. We just see everyone being sad and trying to go about, you know, seeing how they're coping with this. And then we see the page of the memorial, which I showed you already. And that was a really moving picture. I mean, it's really beautifully illustrated. Just seeing, you know, the wind blowing through in the leaves and everyone's head is bowed. We see Father Gabriel up there, and it's just really, you know, showing us what a toll it's taken on the communities, you know, together. And then we see the next page is everyone sort of cleaning up the fair, and it's raining and it's dismal, and it just very much, you know, the weather is in agreement with how everyone is feeling, and it just makes you feel down and sad. And I like that this comic can make me feel that way. I really do. And then, you know, once we're done with the morning pages, we see all of the anger, and we see multiple people coming to Rick and wanting vengeance and revenge for what has happened, and they just cannot believe that Rick is not getting up right now and going after Alpha and just killing them all. It's understandable that they're this angry. Each one of these people had someone very close to them die in a horrible way, and so it's very understandable that they're upset and emotional and they want vengeance now. Rick is doing very well at keeping his composure. You know, I think he's lucky that he didn't lose an immediate family member, that he didn't lose Andrea or Carl, because I don't think he would be this composed. But it's a good thing that he is able to step back and say, we need to assess the situation. We can't go running off, you know, half-cocked. Unfortunately, he's not actually telling all of these people, you know, that we will make them pay. And I think that might calm them down a little bit if he said, you know, don't worry, we are going to do something, we're just not going to do it yet. We need to figure out how to do it without getting us all killed. And he's not saying that. And I think, you know, it's just kind of flaming the fire here of their anger, because they just think he's sitting back not doing anything. And then we see the people leave, and Maggie and Jesus and Dante are there with, I think that is Dante, right? I'm not crazy. Or with Rick, and Maggie admits to killing Gregory. And they get into it. They have a scuffle. Rick, I don't think he purposely punched Maggie with his cane, but you know, he wasn't really trying not to. He knocked Dante down, and then he got Maggie in the mouth, and she punches him back hard, and then she starts kicking it. He's on the ground and she's kicking him hard, and Jesus finally separates them. But she's angry. She's angry that you know, Rick is pretty much telling her that she did a bad thing, when, you know, boils down to Carl setting this whole damn thing off. But immediately, you know, they both realize that they were in the wrong here in trying to fight each other, that that's not what this is about. But obviously they're both very angry and upset over what's happened, so they immediately apologize. They're friends again, and they go their separate ways so that they can come back in the rest on it and come back in the morning to talk it out and try and come up with a plan. Rick heads back home, and Eugene is there, and Eugene is just having a really hard time. He talks a little bit about Rosita and how she was pregnant, but that it wasn't his baby. And then he just wants to make sure that Rick is on the same page as him, and that, you know, even though he knows that these people aren't being smart on wanting to run off and take care of the situation right now, that it's just going to get everyone killed. So he understands that, which we know he would. He's a really smart guy. But he says that he wants to be sure that these, you know, that Rick and everyone is on the same page as him, that these people do have to pay, they do have to die. And we find out that that is the case. Rick says, "I promise you, we feel the same way. It cannot go unpunished," which is good, because I was starting to just slightly question Rick. You know, are you really gonna just sit back and not do anything? So I'm glad that Rick is on the same page, and that they just need to figure out how they're going to do it. Well, Eugene has a plan. He always has a plan, and he says that, "I think you're overlooking a massive advantage we have over them right now. Their leader, that woman, Alpha, we have her daughter." So it all boils down to Lydia. So what exactly is Eugene's plan? What are they gonna do in order to keep Alpha at bay? How are they going to get vengeance on Alpha and the Whisperers using Lydia? I think this is going to open up a whole nother can of worms. Are they going to torture Lydia? Are they going to, you know, I mean, I don't know. I have to think on it a little bit. You know, I might have to do another episode where we maybe predict what happens in the next issue, because I really have to think about it. What is Eugene's plan? And what would Rick and Maggie be willing to do to a child? I mean, Lydia is still very young, and yes, while she comes from the Whisperers, how are they going to get vengeance using Lydia if they killed Lydia or they tortured her in front of Alpha? I mean, Alpha still has this entire herd population that she can, if she gets angry, you know, if they kill Lydia, she can still just send the walkers there. So I guess figuring out what everyone's okay with doing. Obviously, Carl is not going to be okay with them using Lydia for anything. I guess we'll see what happens in the next issue. What do you guys think is going to happen? Let me know in the comments below. I'm definitely interested to hear your theories on how are they going to use Lydia. I'll let you know, after I think on it a little bit, I'll let you know as well what I think is going to happen. And all in all, it was a great issue. I wish they were longer. I really do. It's hard. You're just getting into it, and then it's over and it's done, and you have to wait another month or so. It's been amazing reading it in this paper version. It really has, because seeing the images here up close where I could just really analyze them is pretty amazing compared to looking at them on the computer screen. I have seriously been missing out. Why didn't you guys tell me? All right, that's it. I hope you guys like this episode. Leave comments. What did you guys think of the issue down below? And I will see you guys next time. I hope you have a great day. Bye.